Hello! Wait, you can hear me, right? Yes, I'm pretty sure. Hello, my name is Riff, your AI companion. What can I do for you today? Hello, it is Music Stream Monday. Guys, welcome to Music Monday. Music Monday. Tonight, I was thinking maybe I do some lyric making again. There was an old project that I wanted to revisit that I have made lyrics for on stream, but we didn't get anywhere close to finishing them. Hello, Corky Bug, welcome in. By the way, Awful, thank you for making it. Mama, hello, happy Monday. Happy Mother's Day Monday. If you're still celebrating it, then I guess it's Mother's Day Monday. Does anyone have like a Mother's Week? Does anybody have like a Mother's Month? Did they just call it month? And Alveda, thank you for redeeming first. You just snatched it and then you just ran away with it. But thank you for the lurk. Really appreciate it. Yeah, so there's a song that I am wanting to work on for Reach. So I've been learning a lot about music engineering a little bit. Okay, next time Riff can't do it today. No problem, Awful. You'll get first one of these days, I'm sure. I'm sure. You know, as long as you don't live, you know, like, you know, in the UK or something, and then you're like up until 4 a.m., you know. But yeah, I asked my mod Skipper. My mod actually, he studied this sort of thing music engineering, and I'm looking for a brand new audio interface that I could travel around with for like live performance gigs in the future. But I learned something very important. It's that if I want to buy gear for a venue, I have to know what kind of speaker system the venue has. You know, I can't just expect any interface to work with any venue or any stage. But yeah, long story short, I learned that I have to know Aloma Church's speaker system in order to know what to get for it if I'm willing to spend that kind of money. And I just want to be able to tell Romans yes. So I'm going to reach out to him this week. I should have reached out to him today. But I want to make an effort to invest in audio software, or what is it? Like audio hardware, so that I can always have it and take it with me if I'm ever going to perform somewhere that's not in my closet. She's going to start calling me Kitty. I feel like this is a natural development of things. I'm finally getting nicknames. One of which is Riffy Boy. That's an interesting one. One of which is Dunce. Actually, that's just what Skipper has always called me ever since I was born. I was Dunce. And now I pass it on to all of my riffraff. Each and every one, every day, there's a new chance at a new dunce. And then it's actually a fact that everyone who gets dunce, it works in my factory to make riff branded dunce caps. Actually, that'd be funny. That'd be a really funny merch idea. I still want to do the jazzy stress ball idea. That one I'm committed to. I just want Stella to have time for it. I don't understand. I thought it was her job to do this. So if she's too busy, then what is she doing if it's not? I don't know. It's not my place to question, but I really love the jazzy stress ball idea. And she's the only one that I know who can make it work. I'm sure maybe there's other companies, but like Stella knows like this business in getting merch. So yeah, I gotta start thinking about opening the store at some point, and that's also why I have a light stream week this week. I only am streaming tonight, Friday night, and on Sunday, and they're not like huge collabs, but I do have a lot of just maintenance and stream to-dos that I gotta get done, especially planning for my birthday subathon, which is not soon. Actually, no, it's not like too soon, but it is something that I should be thinking about. I haven't hosted a subathon, I think, since last November. And last time, it was all right. It was all right. It was a really bad timing. So I'm hoping this one's not on any timing. The timing is literally, it's my birthday. So, but future subathons I want to be more strategic about, because last subathon, no one subscribed, but that's okay because we got we did a bunch of the milestones anyways, and it was actually a really good turnout. Where is Orb? What do you mean, where is Orb? Orb not here. Orb. Oh wait, hold on, let me bring it back. I know why I did it. Look, I know why. I'm sorry. I apologize to you, Riffraff, for my incompetence. Do I gotta make an apology video now? Can I make my first apology video? Why did that have to be what repeats? Yeah, it was for the collab yesterday, on Saturday, which, by the way, I had a Cat Bros collab last Saturday, and it was super fun. I got to meet Neon and Platyloaf. I think I'm pronouncing that right, although I don't pronounce a lot of things right. CL, which I've known for a while, but we've played like in different collabs, but we've never had our own dedicated collab. So that was really, really special to have him there. Also, he's super funny. And then also Cal Mage. We also had Cal Mage on. So it was a collaboration, if you will. Yeah, Neon is full of so much energy. More than me. But here. Yeah, let me go ahead and bring Orb back. I didn't mean to take him from you. It was not my intention. Actually, it was a little my intention. Okay. It is back. He's coming to reach? Dude, I wonder if he's gonna be dressed exactly how you see him. You know, I love the flannel that he wears because I myself used to be known for wearing a flannel. It was like all I ever wore in high school for like an entire year. And somewhat in college, but like I was known, like that was my article of clothing. It was perfect because in California, sometimes sometimes the weather's just awkward. Sometimes it's too cold in the morning and you have to wear a jacket, but then once like overcast is done, it gets too hot and then you just have to carry your coat everywhere. But like a flannel is like the perfect balance. Well, I saw this coming.
Hello, Scruffy. Thank you for redeeming me. I hope that I can entertain you just as much as Riff entertains me. Oh my god. What is that? There's a weird horde on screen. How am I getting into a fight with Riff? I want to make an Orb 2.0 for my 2D mobile release because I'm so crazy about this meme that Bree showed me. I gotta send it to the Discord, but this guy pretends to be like the Spear in Las Vegas, and it's just like he's like a sentient single-celled organism who's like just announcing and monologuing in the heart of Las Vegas, and it's just super funny. It's just super funny. And I want to do something just like that, or just as goofy. Here in the heart of Rift Stream, Scruffy speaks as if I'm not very good at proud. Speaks as if the orb is superior to Rift every way, redeeming him at any cost. But yeah. Oh, yeah, so the collab was really fun. I want to unironically play with fishing with just everyone. Also, like with my normal friend group who are not gamers, but it seems like I'm sure their laptops and sure their potato laptops couldn't like handle it. Which is what's really great about that game. And if they can't, they can just turn on more pixelization. Just make it unplayable. Yeah, I had to set this up, but yeah, there's a lot of new redeems that I want to make for for the team. I'm studying it recently. I'm studying it a little bit because I don't just want to do like redeems that already exist, but I'm trying to be open to the idea of programming my own. It is a pretty chill game. It's surprisingly rewarding, and there's like a lot of activities to do in it. You know, there's this programming streamer. Gosh, I forgot his name. If I go to YouTube, I could probably just find him. But she has like the gosh, what was that movie? That space movie? Not Space Odyssey. But like Interstellar. He has like a redeem where the Interstellar theme plays. It's basically like Big Brain Time. Like the Big Brain Time redeem. I thought that was pretty creative. Oh, nope, no shorts. Oh, why does it still play? Shorts. Shorts, why? Why are you like this? Carrot. Shorts. Shorts. Yeah, I don't know if he's on. I have like 2 YouTube accounts, so I don't know if I watch him on this one. Oh, I do. The Venegan. This guy. I'm subscribed. I'm not subscribed. I'm no subscribed. This guy has a lot of interesting takes on programming and has a lot of knowledge on the world of software engineering, which I'm not very tuned in on. But it's really cool to listen to his like streams and his VODs to kind of get an idea of like where programming is going, especially with AI and how it's changing the landscape of coding right now. You were okay with Star Wars. I should just have it play in the background. Is this Star Wars ASMR? Really, kid? Is there? There's no way. There actually is. There's a detailed Imperial medical examination ASMR. Okay, I think the roleplay ones are really weird. I like ASMR, but I don't get the roleplay ones. Actually, there's one that I get, which is like a GameStop. It's like a GameStop roleplay ASMR, and I wasn't amused until they said oh, I see you want this microphone. What was it? The Blue Yeti microphone goes for, and they say like $199.99, but we have one in B stock for half off, perfectly new. And I was like, I love this ASMR. You can just tell me GameStop deals all you want. You can whisper as many deals in my ear as you want. It's this when I fall asleep too. Give me. I was like unimpressed until like that happened, and I was like, wow, that's like literally everyone's dream when walking into any store. You just have an employee to tell you the secrets, the GameStop secrets. I bought my microphone, my current not my stream microphone, but I bought my low audio, the one that I stuff in my closet for when I record for songs occasionally. I got that one on B stock, and occasionally B stock is a really good idea. It's really cool that like companies will even offer for you to purchase on B stock, because it means that they're refurbished or they're verifiably working, but they were sent back by other customers for whatever reason. Either they weren't working, or maybe they were. They could have been completely new, but just sent back because they realized they didn't want it. But anyway, don't like ASMR. This is fine. This is fine. I can see how people would not be interested in it. Okay, maybe this wasn't super bad. Honestly, I like tapping sounds and kinetic sounds the most. I don't know why. That's just me.
Hello. I don't know what happened. Where did I go? How much time has it been? Anyway. So, Star Wars ASMR. Don't worry, Scruff. I'll find you a perfect video. That no one. See, maybe it's like Minecraft. See, no one wanted Minecraft. No one said, I want a game where everything is pixelated and I can build, and there is no win. There's just play forever. ASMR is like that for everyone. Actually, I don't think that's true, but I would like to think that's true. Actually, it's once you find the ASMR that fits you, then you will appreciate it. Or never at all, because not everyone likes it. Only ever played Minecraft once. Okay, I can't criticize you because every time every time a conversation like this pops up, I always say like, oh, I haven't finished Lord of the Rings, you know, and stuff like that. And then this is where then you criticize me, and then I have no leverage over you. So this is fine. Did you see the Minecraft movie though? I was just thinking about it on my drive home today, which is not something I would have expected. I was thinking about how deep it actually is. No pun intended, because it's Minecraft. Nah, understandable. Because it is a terrible movie with good reviews. But it is, I was just thinking about the character Garrett, or the Garbage Man, and how, like, his whole focus... Okay, I'm about to, like, tear down the Minecraft movie walls right now, and I'm probably going to be overanalyzing it. They probably didn't think this much through it, but I thought, you know, I was just thinking how the character Garrett, who is the Garbage Man, how he was focused on winning all of his life. Like, he was focused, he was a winner at a very early age. He was a champion at a specific game, and then he held on to that, and he held on to that win for like his entire life, you know. And his whole focus was winning at life. And then after Minecraft, after the Minecraft movie events, it was less about winning, less about what he achieved, and it was more about making something new and thinking about what do you have now in the real world, and how can you effectively make the real world a better place for yourself or for others, you know. Probably never watch it. This is fine. I had to watch it twice. Fortunately, the first time I didn't get to pay for a ticket, but second time it was really hard. It was really hard buying that ticket. Wait, I didn't buy it yet. I still need to pay Jackal back. Guys, oh frick. Oh no. Oh no. Holy crud. I didn't pay Jackal back. I didn't pay him back for the ticket. Oh no. And he never said anything. Do you think he still knows? What do I do? I'll bring it up. Or I'll buy him lunch, because we go to lunch on Sundays. To give the man his money. As a financial advisor, what do you advise, Scruffy? When I mean, you've already said it. I'll pay him back. I should make a note. I forgot 2 commitments last weekend. It was such a packed weekend. I got to do saxophone for my church. It's been so much has happened. Literally so much has happened that I've had to flake on different commitments, and also make room for other commitments, and also practice in between those commitments for a commitment. I advise you to give Jackal money. Jackal would believe this is sound financial advice. But just Jackal. Yeah, yeah, I had scheduled the collab, the Capros collab on like during a rehearsal, and low key, the rehearsal went so late. Like, we started so late. I think I could have low key done the collab anyway. Just saying. A lot of that rehearsal was a lot of waste of time. I mean, I was still willing and happy to be there for all of it, to, you know, because it's ultimately it's so I can perform like for a friend and support them at their wedding. Saxophone went pretty well, all things considered. I wish I could have practiced more, but it was what it was. I want to get more comfortable with improvising. Improvising is the hardest part, though. it really requires you to understand your instrument like an extension of yourself. Improvising is like breathing. And your fingers also have to understand like techniques and different melodies too. Like improv is not just making stuff up on the spot. Improv is also an inspiration of things that you've heard. So if you don't listen to a lot of jazz, you're not going to improv as well. Not necessarily, but you may not take inspiration from other artists who have improvised and who have improvised well with really unique melodies. But saxophone went really well, and I was I listened back to it. I was really happy with it because there were some spots where I definitely kind of fiddled around to try to figure out the key, just for a little bit. But no one noticed. I didn't notice, at least. Yeah, it was super fun. The worship pastor is trying to get me on vocals pretty soon, probably in June. Which will be super cool. And I'm not like in a rush to do it because they already have, the church already has vocalists, but I know that they're trying to switch to like church volunteered vocalists for two good reasons. One, I think it's really good to use people from the church and not have to contract people outside of it. Also, contracting just costs money. So I'm in no rush though, because we have enough vocalists. So I'm just kind of waiting on God's timing and also just Alex's timing. Because I'm happy just helping. I do percussion for it as well. And that's always a lot of fun, just to be able to participate with these professionals, which is insane. Ikoi! I don't know how to pronounce that. Thank you for the follow. Yeah, I've learned a lot, especially from our music director, Jeff, who is an incredible pianist. I should drop the voice memos in the Discord if you guys are interested. I'm always embarrassed with the voice memos. But if you guys want to hear the raw practice, up to you. I think it sounds dumb, but he doesn't drop my name in any of them, thank goodness. Echo AI. Oh, nice. Are you an AI? So, yeah, I think playing in contemporary worship, playing saxophone has taught me a lot about saxophone and how it works in pop music and contemporary music. Holy crud. Thank you, Scruffy.
Thank you, Scruffy, for bringing me back. Oh, that selfish riff. He thinks he can exist above me? How foolish of him. 17 AI, yes. Are you an AI VTuber? Can I follow you? I don't have a lot of those. I don't know a lot of those. I'm trying to look for, the funny thing, I'm always like, I have like a shopping list kind of. I have a Discord folder for different male VTubers because they're so hard to come by, especially like male VTubers who are in like most of the ones that you do see are the corporate ones that have succeeded because they're corporate VTubers. But it's really interesting to find male like indie VTubers, and I like to find like different role models. Either male VTubers or AI VTubers or music VTubers. Those are like kind of what I look for in my shopping list. I don't mean to say it like that to demean that you guys are really awesome. of how the Ford commercial narrator follow you. Yo, I would like Markiplier follow me. That's a that's a big goal. Like, he inspires me a lot. So, yeah, I guess I've been talking a lot. We can go ahead and go into the music making. I feel like I'm not ready. We'll see where my inspiration goes. I was thinking of zero or lo-fi, but honestly, I think lyrics are what I'm going to do tonight. Another Markiplier. There's a lot. It's like Markiplier is very popular. They are everywhere. It's like how everyone is a Dorman Halo fan, sort of. Maybe. Maybe not people who are younger, but what is the like a laugh? What laugh? Anyway. Oh. Hold on. Death. How do I turn this off? Wait, what the heck? That's... Is it? Oh. I wonder how it's doing that. Okay. Anyway. Let me go ahead and get rid of this. Okay. We want to do lo-fi today, so why don't we go ahead... I do a revisit in a project. I think it's called Yoshi. Oh, guys. So, speaking of Yoshi, so Yoshi is a friend of mine. And I this song that I'm making was inspired by Yoshi's style and the way that he makes music. And recently, Yoshi's cat died. Okay. This happened a week ago, probably less than that, and that's hard to hear, especially as a cat lover. I have Jelly, so I literally created AI based on Jelly. So the day Jelly ever goes will be a very sad time for the channel, but it's not anytime soon, although I should know it. Should not test it by saying that, but I ended up making the idea that I had thought of last week a reality. It's because I've made Jazzy, or I also made him modular to be able to have any personality and multiple instances of him. I ended up making his cats Kotetsu, like Tete. I ended up making Tete an AI for him and his girlfriend. And we had a call about it. Skipper was there too.
I have to talk about this seriously. Yosh was brightened up by it, and I was really happy about it. I don't expect them to use it, but if they do, I just hope that it helps them with the healing process. But yeah, that happened. But it was really cool the process was really interesting to make Kotetsu an AI. Fortunately, with all of the setup in place, it wasn't too difficult. The more difficult parts were the prompt. But the software setup, it's nice when you have an already working stable version of a code base. You just have to configure it and do nothing else. You don't even change the code, you just change parameters, and then it's a different personality. So super cool. Anyway, let's work on this. Let me make sure I can hear it. I don't know if this is the latest up to date the most up-to-date version. It might be. Oh, guys, it's actually Oh, I see. So this is actually the BGM. I do this every time. I talk about this every time that I revisit this song, but it is actually... Oh, this is an old version. Wait. Yeah, you guys have heard this. Yeah. So, this is an older version of it. Let me actually go back. Oh, I think I called it vocal mix. So, yeah, I want to finish this song for Reach, but I got to think of lyrics. So, let's see where our inspiration goes, if I even have any tonight. It has been exhausting. It has been an exhausting weekend. Guys, I've never been so refreshed at work. It's really important, I think, having a break from your hobbies. As it is important to get a break from work. Okay, this looks more right. This looks more right. I thought I optimized this. So I thought of a different idea for the pre-chorus actually. At first I had thought of like, oh, I have that piano. Wait, let me mute that. I do have a piano idea that I probably stuck in here. I figured it would be probably on the bottom. Yeah. So I thought of a melody. At first I thought of a melody like I'm probably not in time with it. Something like that, something along those lines. But I thought of a different melody for that part actually. I swear this sounds like the intro music my church plays before service. Okay, interesting. Yeah, I am actually going to use this as a pseudo worship song. You know, kind of like I think like the Newsboys, where it's like their songs make like references to Christ, and like they're based in Christ, but they're not like worship. It's not worship music, but like the values, right, are there. And so that's kind of what I'm going for here. Plus, like, I can't imagine this being like a traditional, this just doesn't sound like a Sunday worship song. You've met them, the Newsboys? Really? I liked a lot of their old stuff. This is what it is. This is who I am. This is when I finally take my stand. Didn't want to fall, but I don't have to crawl. I'm not the one with two scarred hands, living in the best of everything that's left of. There's life inside this plan. I've been born again. Yeah, I love their music. Okay, but let me open up my old. I have old. Let's see. I have old lyrics. Just breathe lyric ideas. Sarah was here helping me last time. Wow. Hold on. View. Wait, I can zoom. Can we do font? Let's make that size 12. Oh, I could zoom in. Wait, that's huge. Wait, Control Plus. Wait. Oh my gosh, I had no idea I could just do that. That's so dumb. I give you Matthew Parker kind of vibes. Okay, I'll make a note of that. I try to make a note of anyone that someone sounds like. Anyone someone says I sound like. Interesting. Okay, wait. Let me pull up the lyrics. Oh, I just minimized FL Studio on accident. Okay. Let's do this. Okay, so now it's the desktop. Also, Neon Feather. Okay, I'm gonna make another note of that. Cool. I feel like I've seen this guy. Whoa, okay. Okay, I gotta turn it down so that you guys can hear me. He's done songs with Jordan Felice and other CCM artists. Oh yeah, wait, Jordan Felice. I think I recognize that name. What does he make? Wait. Oh, the river. Yep, I knew it. You're going down to the river, down to the river, down to the river to pray. Yeah, that's a good song. Like a tide, it is rising up deep inside and curving that moves and makes you come alive. Living water to bring the dead to life. Yeah. Oh, he's got good stuff. I gotta listen to more of his stuff. Okay, so I know what sort of melody the chorus is gonna have, and I'm thinking the pre-chorus will have something similar. So the pre-chorus will have something like 1, 2, 3, and just breathe. Just let the da 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 da. Something like that. But then I'm thinking for the pre-chorus, it could be something like. It's like it's sort of like a close. It's close to the chorus, but like it's not quite. Jordan Felice puts on such a good live show. Dang, awesome. I need to go to more concerts. I think my ex-girlfriend was the person who brought me out to see more concerts. I don't see concerts all too much. They are fun, but I also I love living in my own thoughts and living at home too. So in streaming, so some of the here were okay. When you fall, do you choose to get back up? You fall, do you give up on it all? And on some days we wish that we could touch the stars with our hands and sunburst clouds. It's not like you know how to fly there. Okay, so I wouldn't be able to do that. Because if I were to change the melody of the pre-chorus, see, because the pre-chorus was like, it's not like you know how to fly there. Don't know Where you going? Don't know. Something like that. But I'm thinking of doing like, it's not like I know. So da 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 da. I keep on having like this vision of like a. Okay, so this is idea. So pre-chorus idea 1. My ex-girlfriend also brought me out to see more concerts. Yo! Good. Good. We all need to get out at some point, every now and then, and just see some live music. But also, that can be like a hit or miss, because I think I've been to enough concerts to know what I like. And man, some venues or some bands, I don't know whose fault it is, probably the front of house, so I guess that falls under the venue. Man, some venues don't know how to mix live performances. Like, and when you show up and it's so loud that your eardrums ring, it's no longer worth going. I'm just saying, any performance, any artist is not worth losing your hearing. It's not worth losing your eardrums. I mean, I'm saying this from a producer's perspective, and like, if the venue can't get that right, that's very concerning. I feel like that should be a priority when it comes to live performance. And I've been to a couple where, you know, especially like small venues, but like everything is mic'd and amplified and through speakers. Okay, like it makes sense. Like some of it makes sense. Vocals will never be louder than an electric guitar, because that just goes through an amp anyway. But then you don't need an SM57 going into the amplifier speaker to then go into another speaker. Like, it's just completely unnecessary. Why? Like, it's already being amplified. The amplifier already has a speaker. Oh, but it's like you can't mix it. There's no control. There's no control over it because the amplifier isn't hooked up to the front of house. Well, you shut up, because now it's going out the amplifier and into a speaker. So it's like you're basically getting double the signal. So even if you wanted to mix, like, even if you wanted to mix it, it's already too loud for you to, like, yeah, anyway. Yeah, I have fun in other ways. I like coding jazzy in my spare time, to coffee, like while, looking out my window. That's just me. Anyway, you wouldn't expect it, but metal bands have some of the best mixing out of any genre in my experience. See, I believe that because I think they understand their audience and they understand their genre. Their genre is just intended to sound loud and chaotic. And so you have to make that music, I think, with an understanding of how insane the volume is going to be. And also, when everything is loud, it can't all be loud at the same time, because then you also have clipping. Like, and you'll lose signal and stuff gets drowned out or stuff is muddy. Like, if everything is going to be loud at once, you have to mix it, or you have to be strategic about what is loud when. So I can understand that. But yeah, so that's pre-chorus idea 1. We'll do idea 2. So originally when I made this song, it was sort of about like overcoming. I have sometimes seasons where I'm very socially anxious. I don't know why. Fortunately, they're just like seasons, kind of like allergies, right? But like, I don't know, some days, like, I'll just be more self-conscious than other times. Sometimes I'll be very confident in my work and myself and what I'm doing. But other times, like, sometimes I'll just be like, I don't know, why don't I want to go say hi to those people today or whatnot. And I sort of wrote this song out after like I wrote it a long time ago. It was after just one of those times in my life where I was just like more anxious than usual, and it just felt like so freeing. Like I just kind of like broke out of it. So a lot of the music just sounds like that. Like it just sounds like a breath of fresh air, if that makes sense. Um so originally I called it Just Breathe. I'd probably do like here I'd probably do some kind of melody like like just breathe. Just breathe. Something along those lines. It was originally called Just Breathe, but I don't know if I want to make it called that anymore. Because I think the theme of it I kind of want to change to being a little more Christ-centered. Notoriously socially anxious. Understandable. We are all VTubers for a reason. You know? And also, we can be outside of our shell in our own terms, too. And, you know, that's okay. Okay. I kind of want to repeat this. Okay, should we repeat the course over and over again? Maybe we should. Okay. Okay. Yeah, we'll repeat it over and over again and see what we come up with. So the immediate words that I think of, it's like not me. Maybe, but not me. Instead of just breathe. Why though? I guess what am I trying to say? Not me. I think part of what helps us with anxiety, if you're a Christian, is just having that faith in God and that faith in Christ. And there are a lot of times where I think where we should feel anxious or should feel sad, but we don't, because we have trust in God that He will take care of us, or at least is watching. And He may not, you know, He may not direct us to an outcome that we desire, but you know, at least He's still in control of everything, so that even if we don't get our way or if things don't work out the way we want them to, He is sovereign over all of it, you know? It's like, so other people are anxious, other people worry, other people I don't know, but then not me. That's where we're set apart, I guess. I mean, but we also still get anxious, so maybe I'm overthinking it. But anyway, not me. Da, 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 da. Not me. Saw squirrel. How are you doing, dude? Not me. I'm trying to think of lyrics. And it's hard. Oh, welcome to my desktop, by the way. Not that that matters, but okay. Me. Fears. I don't know. It's like lyrics, dude. Lyrics aren't my thing either. I could, you could like see. This is an industry. Making lyrics is something that you can pay someone to do. That's how valuable lyric making is, and the ability to do it is to be able to write well. But like, these are my emotions, and they're in my words. I could pay someone. I do know a person who could and probably would want to help with this. But then it's like, then it's no longer me. Then it's not me. So, but that's also the challenge. Yeah, the last song I produced and released, I did do those lyrics. I don't think, honestly, as far as my memory serves, those are all entirely mine. There wasn't, usually I do have people help or give me inspiration. That was like one time where, well, one out of few times, but like one time where I guess I didn't get help. You can also pay people to play piano for you, master for you, etc. But yeah, I agree. Probably shouldn't pay someone to do this for you. Yeah, especially, yeah. Yeah. Do you think there's listings on Etsy for lyrics? So, what do I want this to be in the perspective of? Like me to God? Because I'm already referencing myself, not me. So it's already in the perspective of myself. I could be talking to God, which is what I believe. That's what we're doing for Ari and my worship song that we're working on. Not Etsy, but Fiverr. Yeah, probably Fiverr. Or maybe VGen, but VGen seems more art oriented. But Fiverr, yeah. I say Etsy out of a curiosity. There's a lot of interesting things on Etsy that you don't expect. I didn't know there would be Ren Fair stuff. Actually, that's like the perfect platform for Ren Fair stuff. Not me. You. I'm thinking like my mental image is like me falling onto like Christ's arms. Like falling into like Christ's hands. You catch me when I'm stumbling. Oh man. You catch me when I'm stumbling. When I can't breathe. Catch me when I'm stumbling and I can't breathe. Something like that. You catch me when I'm falling and I can't breathe. Oh man. Did I just cook a little bit? This is not, okay, so this is no longer pre-chorus idea. This is actually a chorus idea. 2, because this was the first chorus idea. I gotta label this stuff. This is the first one. But why can't I breathe? Because, like, I'm drowning, and that's the feeling. When Fiverr was younger, you could find some wild stuff on there. I bet you could find wild stuff anywhere. But like, yeah, I guess. No, that makes sense. That totally, I was not there, so I wouldn't know. But I've been on VGen, so I know a little bit. Now they're pretty moderated. That's good. That's good. When am I gonna do a swimsuit model? Dude, I think, you know, funny enough, I think about it sometimes. If I'm in like a later stage of like VTubing and I've already had my VTuber like 2D model debut, I think like one day I will do like a swimsuit, but I'm not gonna make. I swear I'm not gonna make my character a like a thirst trap. You know, because there are like, I could, you know, people can do that. Like even if it's, you know, a modest, you know, because guys, you know, it's just like wearing shorts, you know, is basically all it is. But like you could, you know, the build could be very thirst trappy. I don't think I am that way. But I think I could do a modest swimsuit model in the future for like a summer idea. And flip-flops. I think flip-flops would be fun. Flip-flops are so like they're so dumb though. They look so good, but like they're the least functional type of shoe ever. They just want to fall off you. You can't run in them. You can't. And all I ever want to do when I'm on the beach is just play spike ball. And spike ball with a coordinated group of guys that like we can dive for the ball. That's what I want to do. You can't do that in flip-flops. Anyway. Just okay. Not me. You catch me when I'm falling and I can't breathe. You. I always like, I'm always going like my mind immediately went to you calm the storm. I always like, in the last song we talked about calming the storm. So random question, but did you get invited to play Halo with Zerk? I did, Squirrel. I don't have time this month. Well, actually, if it ended up being this weekend, I probably do have time, but I didn't because I used to have another collab planned. Ghostish, welcome in. Thank you for the lurk. Is it this weekend? But anyway, yeah, I did, but I've actually been having like every weekend booked. But actually, if it is this weekend, I might consider it. Since it is a slower weekend. Fortunately, as it turned out. It seemed like everything that I had planned was all packed into last weekend. I slept 11 hours yesterday, and I was still tired all morning. I got up this morning. I fell asleep at like 9 and woke up at 8. And I still struggled to get up. Man, I love sleep. Why does getting more sleep not make it any easier to wake up? Jummy, welcome in. I've taken 3 hours worth of naps today. I feel you. I'm burned. I think that's just how crazy my weekend was. That's how exhausting it was. Just even after a good night's sleep, I still felt that. We're thinking of lyrics today, by the way, for everyone joining in. I'm thinking, so the original lyrics were, well, here, why don't you guys take a listen to the chorus really quick. This is also based on my BGM. So, you guys know, you guys might know. Yeah, so this is my BGM. This is the song that's based on it, and I want to perform it at Reach, but I need to think of words for it. I revisit it every now and then. Oh, here, hold on. Sorry for the blue balls, guys. Here, I'll let you hear the drop too. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes I make new stuff and sometimes I return to old stuff, and this is kind of where my inspiration went tonight. So I was thinking, so the original words were, so just breathe. Just let the pin fall down like the beat drops. And life is your moment. Live like you just don't sleep. Close your eyes. Imagine you can float above the butterflies and breathe. Just breathe. But I'm thinking of making it a little more Christ-centered. So yeah. So I was thinking about how like God's got me and also comforts me in like times where I'm anxious, because I produced this song like after a time that I was, I guess, really anxious, just like a season of me doubting myself a lot. And I'm sure we've all been there. So I'm thinking, oh, thank you, Scroll, for the hydrate, dude. And yeah, some are alive only for a stream and some exist in the ethereal for months, dude. Yeah. Yeah. I will be releasing the one that Ari and I are making though. That one is gonna confirm be released, and it's very close, guys. We have the lyrics, we have the genre. I just need to get together with Ari, who's gonna come and visit to my studio, aka my closet, my dungeon, where we can record. Like, yeah, since she doesn't have a studio and since we're both local in California, and I really appreciate her for being willing to make the drive out there. I'll definitely like get her a big lunch or something, because most normal people, most times you pay a vocalist to come out and do this sort of thing, and the fact that she's willing to do it for free is just such a blessing. So I'll make sure she gets rewarded, and not just lunch, in whatever way I can.
Wait, when did you get TTS? Some of these redeems
I've always had it.
haven't really paid attention to.
Yeah, I don't know. I've always had it. Is that the tip one? Or is that the... Oh, that's the redeem one. Yeah, I've had it for a bit. I don't know if the tip one works, though. I think people have tipped for it, but I can't recall if it works. I haven't advertised it because I don't think I've honestly ever seen it work. It's supposed to sound like GLaDOS, I think. I just did all the setup for it, and then it just didn't work. And I was like, well, what is even the point? And the thing is it only works. It's only supposed to work when you're streaming. So that's the only way I can know to test it. But then when I'm streaming, I'm doing something. So I'm busy. So like I'll never fix it. And it just, there's no good outcome. There's no good outcome here for me. But anyway, so not me. You catch me when I'm falling and I can't breathe. You, I feel like I should say you. Okay. You catch me when I'm falling and I can't breathe. You do. That part needs to be like one sentence. Maybe a biblical reference would be good. And the blind to see. Ooh, yeah, and something like, and the blind to see. And the blind to see. You make the blind see, maybe? Because it rhymes with breathe. You open up my heart and my mind. You open up my heart and my eyes to see. Opened up my heart and my eyes to see. Not me. You catch me when I'm falling and I can't breathe. Like when I can't breathe, though. You opened up my heart and my eyes to see. My eyes to see. And my eyes to see. Trying to think of like worship songs that I've listened to. It's never been about performance, perfection, or striving for acceptance. Let me tell you, it's only by the blood. It's never been about forgiveness. Something along those lines. Never been about deserving or earning. It's a gift that's freely given. Let me tell you, it's only by the blood. Could you also just steal lines from the Psalms or something if you really are hurting? Yeah, I could. Should we? Should we look into the Psalms, guys? Anyway, actually, yeah, this way you guys can see it. Psalms about God's grace. Maybe. I love songs about God's grace. I mean, that's literally like all of worship, but like, and a majority of like what we talk about, you know, when we're talking about Christ. But man, the songs about it, you know, songs can be about his majesty, or like worship can be about like any quality of him, his but like his forgiveness and grace are just always like, those songs get me the most. Why AI? Wait, I thought I clicked on did I not click on Bible Gateway? YouVersion? Oh, wait, oh, I see. What was the AI overview? Sure. Wait, I just remembered, I think certain Bible translations actually have copyright. Oh, really? 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 Ha! I think we're fine if it's ESV. It's fine. Dude, if anyone actually copyrights this, that'd be insane. Can you imagine? Dang, could you imagine that? XBC, jeesh! Jeesh! Thank you so much for making it. I love your name. What the heck? Jeesh. Okay, wait, what the heck? I am missing it. Here we go. Okay, it says, I will extol you. Gracias, de nada. I will extol you, my God and King, and bless your name forever and ever. Every day I will bless you and praise your name forever and ever. Great is the Lord and greatly to be praised. Oh my gosh, that sounds like another worship song I know. And his greatness is unsearchable. Holy crud. Holy crud, squirrel. You cooked. You cooked. That's crazy. Wow. It's like the Bible is like a gold mine for for the songs and lyrics. Who'd have thought? That's terrible. Anyway, let's keep reading. One generation shall command your works to another, and shall declare your mighty acts. On the glorious splendor of your majesty, and on your wondrous works I will meditate. Wow. They shall speak of the might of your awesome deeds, and I will declare your greatness, and shall pour forth the fame of your abundant goodness and shall sing aloud of your righteousness. Dang. Dang. I need worship songs to be like sleep token songs. We need like Psalms ASMR. Dude, Ciel, this is like your market, dude. I've heard this though. Greatly to be praised. I've heard that in songs for sure. What is it? Your love is great and greatly to be praised. Your name, oh, that's what it is great and greatly to be praised. And you know what? It's probably okay if we can repeat. Although the sort of melody that I've outlined here doesn't seem very repeatable. It doesn't seem like it's not really call and response, nor is it a loopable type of melody. Oh yeah. I did play saxophone at church last Sunday. So once I get the audio for that, I can post it in the server for you guys to listen to, because I was listening to the stream after, and the mix, holy crap, the mix is so good. The mix is so good. And with the audience singing along with it too. Oh, it's so good. Anyway, the Lord is gracious and merciful, slow to anger and abounding in steadfast love. The Lord is good to all, and his mercy is over all that he has made. All your works shall give thanks to you, O Lord, and all your saints shall bless you, and they shall speak of the glory of your kingdom and tell of your power, to make known to the children of man your mighty deeds and the glorious splendor of your kingdom. Your kingdom is an everlasting kingdom, and your dominion endures throughout all generations. Holy crud. Okay. So how do we take... Dang. That's so crazy. So this is like a proclaiming. It's like a proclaiming of you're about to proclaim God. It's like they're proclaiming God as they're talking about that they will proclaim God. Which is interesting and not where I would go. Nothing I would think of on my own. You catch me when... Oh, man. Okay. So, like, you know, then we don't even necessarily need to talk about ourselves. Like, you catch me when I'm falling, or you've opened up my heart. Like, you can just talk about what you're going to do because you know God's love. You know, I guess that's another angle we could take it, because you know his mercy. And you're not saying, David, if he wrote this, it says it, I think it says a song of praise of David. So if David wrote this, he's not talking about like what God has done for him. He's talking about what he's going to do for God. That's his perspective, which is interesting. Anyway, so we could go that angle. Dude, Nightbot is doing some serious work. Let's go. I should post in the Discord. I had ChatGPT like I had ChatGPT generate me like a regex pattern for like phrases like cheap viewers or best viewers, and it just catches everything. It's beautiful. It's actually literally fantastic. And so that then every single combination of that phrase gets caught, and it's just it just foils them every time. It's beautiful. I gotta give that regex code to literally everyone I know. There's literally no reason not to share it. Anyway, Not me. You catch me when I'm falling and when I can't breathe. I feel like, it's like you catch me when I'm drowning and I can't breathe. You open up my heart and my eyes to see. I'm trying not to reuse phrases that I'm trying not to reuse phrases from the song that Ari and I are making, because I do want to use words like majesty and king, but it's already been done in my last worship song. So I'm trying to avoid it. Let me just think about what I want to say. And maybe just write it out. What does David say? The glorious splendor of your majesty. I mean, I don't mind saying that twice. You don't have to prove. I don't know. You make known. Not me. You catch me when I'm falling and I can't breathe. It's like, even though I say, like, you opened up my heart and my eyes to see, what does that even mean, though? Like, what is that? Like, to see, I feel like this just kind of means I need to explain what I'm seeing in the next verse. Why is it so hard? Or maybe I overthink it. Let's lock in. Let's keep thinking of other stuff. Also, we can play this in the background too. But like, maybe not so loud so that we can actually, yeah. So that we can have like, so we can actually think. Turning it down for me. Wanting us to see. Not me. Not me. Indeed, not me. So not me. You catch me when I'm falling and I can't breathe. No chains on. Oh, maybe something about chains? Ooh. The chains of sin, maybe? Are there like adjectives for like chains? Hold on. Broken, heavy, light. Heavy? I'm looking for something that might rhyme with me. Heavy, heavy. Or maybe not an adjective of chains, but maybe we can get more. We can get a ton. Everlasting chains. That sounds terrible. That sounds horrible. Square. Anyone had square chains, man? Back, you know. Anyone have square-shaped wrists? Linked. Linked chains, maybe. Bring my eyes to see His grace lives inside of me. Now, okay, okay. You're chains are gone. Maybe not chains are gone. Okay, what if it's like chains be torn? Maybe interesting phrasing to say it like that. What did people say? It's like be gone, or like it's like open up my heart and my eyes to see. Okay. When you come, Oh, wait, what if I make it about like, or what if I did something about like looking to him? And then it goes back to that theme, not me. Look to him, not me. I mean, that could even be the entire theme of the song, just being a reflection of Christ. And it's like, hey, it's not about me, but it's about him. Skipper is playing. He is playing web fishing. I'm so happy. That game is so fun. Why do I think of that one song? Just let 'em fall like healing rain. Watch the walls start tumbling. What does that mean? The walls start walls crumbling. Start crumbling. And feel the weight you haven't felt for years. That's why God made tears. I think that song actually has a similar rhyming scheme. Just let 'em fall right down your face, hit the ground in a pool of grace. Let your heart beat and feel the weight you've carried disappear. Just let 'em fall right down your face. Oh, I forget the rest. Like healing rain, watch the walls start crumbling. And feel the weight, or it was like, feel the things you haven't felt for years. Oh, I need to sneeze. Huh. Man. Oh, thank you, Squirrel. Appreciate it, dude. Nice. Thanks, bro. Okay. Grace. Grace feels like it's now a part of me. Maybe. Feel your grace. Feel your grace wrap around me. Feel your grace wrap around me. But I don't know how to. I don't know how to close it off with not me again. So like, again, theme is like other people will struggle, have anxieties, will have hesitations, but not me, because I have faith in God that He covers me. Okay, why in a Christian stream I don't even say bless you, but Lamau. It's because you're a heathen. That's what it is. I can't believe you. But anyway. I hope you look inside yourself, Squirrel, and understand and realize what you've done. uh, tear me. Maybe sin tearing me at the seams. Mm, you. When. It's like, I don't want to say that. Tries to. Mm, well, okay, let's go back maybe to the original idea. Maybe it's like when. Oh man, it was a lot easier. It was a lot easier writing about this when I was more in the emotional time that this happened. Because maybe it's just really hard to go back to that tag of not me. What time? What do you mean, what time? Oh, this had to have been before Enshi and I were dating. This is when I made this song. This is my BGM. This is the same song that my BGM is based on. So you've probably heard it at some point, but just got here, man. So uh set apart is like part of the theme here because the tag is not me, not me. So it's like interesting to write about, but also hard to write about because I still struggle, with sin too. So it's like I'm not invincible. I still also will have like moments of anxiety too. So it's like not every moment is going to be like not me. I don't like not every moment's going to feel like well, I don't have to worry about this because I have faith in God, but I still do worry about stuff. So it's hard to write with that sort of confidence, but also I know that you can. I know that there is a song here where you can write about that confidence. But then, I believe help my unbelief. Yeah. 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 Maybe you should just work on your song again. Remember that? I still have the lyrics for that. I don't have it on my computer, but I have it on my phone. In fact, actually, I've been wanting to go back to that because there's some good stuff written there. Genuinely, there's some good stuff. There's still another worship song that I do want to make. That I sort of started with Princess, and I think I could take over the rest. Cause we have like some chorus part of it done. It just encapsulates the whole meaning of the entire song. So not me. You catch me when I'm falling and I can't breathe. You open up my heart and my eyes to see. Chains are gone. I don't have to be worrying about that anymore. Something like that. I don't know, man. Lyrics are hard. I don't know how people do them. I don't know how people do them. Hmm. Um. Yeah. If I end it with this tag, it needs to be the previous lines have to be something about something worldly, something that's about something that other people worry about, but I don't. You can be confident in God and still struggle. In fact, that's kind of what ours was about, right? Yeah. Yeah. I know. I know. Um. Fight. Fight my unbelief. Um. Hmm. Man, it's just such a different song than I've ever written for. And the words also I feel like have to somewhat match the energy or like the feeling that the chorus has. It's like if I keep playing it over and over again. What is it again? You catch me when I'm falling and I can't breathe. You open up my heart and my eyes to see. Fears creeping in and I'm wondering if not me. Doubts are stirring in our hearts. Doubts are stirring people's hearts like not me. Something when we just wanna be asleep. Huh. And calls us. Calls us when we just want to sleep. The thing is like the chorus is also where we can just talk about like God's magnificence and praise him. So like the fact that this exists means that I have to mention something in the chorus that I am something that I am not, which is something that I have to mention something about either unbelief or the struggling aspect, right? Which I don't feel like is what the chorus should be highlighting, right? I mean, unless I can lyrically make it work really well. Because it will end with like not me. Da 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 da. Not me. And then Yeah, then it goes into the very breathy moment. Wow, it is already 9:44. It's already 9:44. That's insanity. Wow. Dang. Time has gone by so fast, guys. But it's also in these late hours that I feel like I usually get more inspiration. Also, these lyrics, like, I swear my mind is so much better at thinking of these words when I'm like driving or when I'm on the road for no reason. I gotta be like thinking about these and then have some like come with some ideas, because like I guess it's hard to come up with ideas on stream, and I guess better to maybe bring them to stream so that I could then make more ideas. Okay, if not me, what else? Because I think maybe I'm setting myself up for failure. Maybe not saying not me. But something, just breathe. Hmm. You found me. Oh, you found me. Wait, just adding that, like, you found me. You found me. Dang, I haven't heard of other songs that like actually use that lyric. Lying on the floor, you found me. You found me. But maybe we can use that. You found me. You found me. And then we could also probably bring that into the breathing section. I don't know what else to call it. The second half of the chorus, like the post chorus. You found me. You found me. In need. Oh, you could do that. It's like you found me in need. Oh, that's good. Wait, that's good. That's not bad. Okay, so what if we tried that angle? Maybe I can find some inspiration there. Because I'm also naturally, guys. Okay, I'm naturally like a glass half full kind of thinker. Okay, it's really hard to think of ideas of uh ways of struggling, or thinking of ways that um we have unbelief, and I have unbelief at times, but man, I don't like to dwell on it. Um, so you found me just when, just when I thought I couldn't. Uh, you found me, and it'd probably be, the song would probably be called "You Found Me." Whatever this line is gonna be the title of the song. You found me. I don't want to say lying because it's like You found me lying on the floor. So, we'll avoid that. We'll avoid that. Can't you, what does he find us doing? You know, or where does he find us? This opens up a lot of options for where I want to take the chorus, which is good. So you found me. Um, you found me. Well, how does Jesus find other people? So let's look at that for inspiration. So what are the types of like people that Jesus hung out with? Seeking the lost. Oh, the lost sheep. Okay, well, what if we just keep on going to Luke then? Luke 19. Okay, so there's the lost sheep, but who else? Okay, so tax collectors, right? Man was there by the name of Zacchaeus. He was a chief tax collector and was wealthy. He wanted to see who Jesus was, but because he was short, he could not see over the crowd. Oh yeah, wait, dang, I remember this story. Holy crud. So he ran ahead and climbed a sycamore fig tree to see him, since Jesus was coming that way. When Jesus reached the spot, he looked up and said to him, Zacchaeus, come down immediately. I must stay at your house today. So he came down at once and welcomed him gladly. All the people saw this and began to mutter, has he gone to be the guest of a sinner? How dare he? But Zacchaeus stood up and said to the Lord, look, Lord, here, and now I give half of my possessions to the poor, and if I have cheated anybody out of anything, I will pay back 4 times the amount. Jesus said to him, today salvation has come to this house, because this man too is a son of Abraham. For the Son of Man came to seek and to save the lost. Oh, yeah, okay. So it's not also just where he finds us, but also like what we're doing when he finds us, who we are when he finds us. Okay, let's see. Can we use that? Can we be inspired by this in some way? Well, can we be strategic? Okay, so what does it talk about? So so Zacchaeus, chief tax collector, and was wealthy. So what does that imply, right? As probably most tax collectors were, right? He probably stole. So Zacchaeus probably, probably stole stuff. Maybe. I don't know, who knows. But like that's just one state that like God can find us in, right? Is like you found me when I was cheating somebody else, or something I'm trying to like inspire it into words. Financially, emotionally, like, but he finds us and he accepts us anyway. You found me. Weighed down by my sin and my grief. You found me. You found me hopeless. Hopeless without a oh man. Oh man. It's like I'm trying to think of okay, like what other qualities? Like the original song, like you found me, and they say lying on the floor. Like you're basically it paints this picture of like hopelessness, like idleness, um, just not living life at its fullest. And by fullest, I mean like the fullest in the way that God intends. Um, I'm not saying like he found us bungee jumping, but I mean, who knows, man? Someone might have been saved while bungee jumping. You know, like they probably, you know, the heights were so so insane that they probably prayed on their way down. You know, hoping that that bungee cord did its job. Wait, maybe that's an interesting. Wait, maybe that's an interesting picture. You found me coiled and upside down in my sin. Wait, did I cook? Coiled and upside down in my sin and grief. You call me out. You call me out of. You call me out of storms. You call me into. Well, you could call me into storms. He doesn't have to call me out of a storm. He can call you into it too. Coiled and upside. Coiled and upside. Coiled and upside. Drowned in my sin and grief. Coiled and upside down in my sin and grief. I'll keep this next to it. Would be more of a replacement for this one. But it's like, Wash me. Wash me of all my. You and wash me. Washed me of all my. What's another word for? Hmm. It almost feels like uh, it's an interesting picture, but it also feels like it was an accident that we got there. It's like, oh, we're coiled and upside down in it. Like, but I say that I feel like maybe I'm overthinking it, but it almost paints a picture like it's not our fault that we're coiled and upside down because I'm looking like at the mental picture and it's like, oh, that's funny, you know, like that seems like an accident when you're looking at it. Like, oh man, I just ended up this way. You know, oh, it's not my fault, man. It's not my own sin that like coiled up in. I don't know. We'll keep going. We'll keep going. I am. This is why I wish I knew metaphors really well, like Jackal does. I feel like that skill, that like mental creativity, being able to like just think of metaphors for things, man, must be so nice. I just don't have that. Like I can't paint a perfect picture of what it's like where without borrowing from something that I already know is a song. Because I like lying on the floor, like yeah. He finds us lying on the floor. He finds us like going through the motions. He finds us, uh, I don't know. Sin and shame. You call me into. You call me into. You call me to have. You call me into deeper. You call me into deeper waters than these. You call me into deeper storms than these. You've called me. Yeah, something maybe like that. Maybe like. Is there a synonym for waters, maybe? Synonym for ocean? Oh, waves, maybe? You call me into deeper waves than these. Deeper waves than these. Something like where? Oh, I'm here. Not me. You found me coiled and upside. Upside. Man, that's hard. Oh. Hmm. You call me. I feel like it's close. You call me. You call me chosen. Oh, whoa. You call me chosen. I have been been made, set free. Is that English? I have been made, set free. You call me chosen. You call me chosen. I guess have been is that could. Oh, then you'd say could have been made. So have been made, could have been made. I have been made. So I mean, I guess that works. Grammar wise. So you could say could be made. Could be. I could be made. But like, so I could be made set free. But that's just also still past tense. So call me chosen, I have been made. You call me chosen. Made in. Made. I like the word made next. I was like made. It's like instead of saying I have been set free, like maybe. You call me chosen. You made in your. You call me chosen. You call me chosen. You found me. May I? May da, 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 da. Should I go back to the Newsboys approach? I'm thinking of another song, Breakfast in Hell. Lyrics. Oh, it's just called Breakfast. Lyrics, Newsboys. That's right. I'm trying to and in the Newsboys fashion, they're kind of more alluding to themes in the Bible than they are referencing Christ himself. When the toast is burned and all the milk has turned, and Captain Crunch is waving a farewell. When the big one finds you, may the song remind you that they don't serve breakfast in hell. That's like such a crazy allusion to like God's judgment. Like, holy crud. It's like so creative. It's just painting this picture of just how desolate and empty and terrible hell is just by saying how there just won't be breakfast in it. And just think about that. Like, you think about that. Like, you think of something so simple as breakfast, like, and you appreciate breakfast, but like what would tear you to pieces it's not the concept of hell because that's so abstract to us, but the concept that of never having breakfast again is just such a graspable thing. When the toast is burned and all the milk has turned and the Captain Crunch is waving farewell, when the big one finds you, may this song remind you that they don't serve breakfast in hell. Dang. That's such a cool image. Dang, how do I wish. So, and okay. So if I wanted to do something like that, you found me. Like, I think I might, to be honest, like, now that I'm thinking about the song again, thinking about, like, do I want it to directly, you know, in good worship fashion, directly talk about God or talk to God? Or I think, right, I can't forget my original intention was that I want it to be more of like Bible themed and have that theming in there than it more than having it be a worship song. Gonna dip now. Have a good night. Thank you so much, Squirrel, for making it, dude. Appreciate it. And we could turn on a little bit of BGM. Okay. Just so then what's a good picture of this, of him finding us and, as you said, being confident in God but still struggle. In fact, yeah, being confident in God and still struggling. What is something we can be confident in but still struggle in? Dude, do I dare ask ChatGPT? Dude, I might actually. What are things? Yeah, like ask it, what are some illustrations of things? Okay, wait. Maybe I will. Just like, what are some illustrations of things that we can be confident in, but still struggle, maybe? Yeah, it's like, you know, like driving a race car. Like, I'm trying to think of, like, you know, trying to win in a race, right? You could be confident fully in, like, in your vehicle's performance or in your ability to drive, but then you can always still struggle to reach the finish line first, you know? Maybe? Is that even a good illustration? Stella, you were streaming? You were streaming? What were you streaming? Dang. One of the few times that you stream and I'm also streaming and I don't get to watch you. But I guess I do get to experience your raids. Your raid ship. I'm gonna let you do fromage. I will take 12 of them. Get raided on. I'm upset. Had I just finished a little bit earlier. I'm trying to think of illustrations of something Jackal and I were talking about, which is having confidence in the Lord but still struggling. And I'm out of ideas. I'm not very good at analogies like Jackal is. Contractually obligated to raid. Go. Was this an obligatory raid, Stella? Is this like the obligatory cookies? Wow. Wow. I see. Neko definitely didn't hold a gun to my head and make me rage. Aw, did Neko... Neko, did you help? Thanks, buddy. Thanks, broski. He's threatening with violence again. He's threatening with fear tactics. Again. How many times do we have to explain this, Neko? You can't get what you want just by inflicting fear on everyone. It's a benevolent manager, and we at ARK feel very free and self-motivated. Yeah. I love working at ARK. It is so freeing, and I'm so glad I get to express my the company's interests and ideas. We learned so much. We learned so much from each other and Neko, mostly Neko. Anyway, yeah, I'm trying to. I've returned back to my BGM song. So the BGM you're actually hearing now is the song that I'm working on. I'm trying to think of the chorus lyrics for it right now. And let me see. So it turned out mostly chatting. Sometimes I use chatting as procrastination from my music. I should not be so honest. Blatantly. Yeah. Sometimes I'll chat until I have inspiration, and then but unlike today, I was like, well, I'm out of things to chat about and I'm still not inspired, so let's go into music. And I'm getting some better inspiration. You did draw an Ambrose. Gosh dang. I missed a good one. I missed a good egg stream. A Stella Essential. I can't believe this. Did you work on your style that you were working on? Or did you try something new? But Ambrose. Or is it just classic? Or is it just classic you're just drawing? Just to draw, not experimenting? Something in all of your experimenting, because I feel like in a lot of the things that you've shared, Stella, I find your mind fascinating because you seem to experiment a lot. And I feel like I'm a lot of the same way, where like I try to challenge myself not to use the same sample in the next song, or I try not to produce the same song twice. And so it's like, oh, if I'm gonna draw, I feel like in your mind, like, oh, if I'm gonna draw Ambrose again, how can I use this as an opportunity to do him differently, And like that's like music to me. So it's like, oh, if I'm going to add claps in here, how can I add claps a little different than I added them in the last song? Hypnos! What number is that? Oh, 3. Hello! Welcome, Hypnos. I was like, I couldn't read. I thought that was like some Greek letter. And I was like, wait, what? Because it was behind the white back. But anyway, hello! What is up, Hypnos? Welcome in. Also, let me shout you guys out. For anyone who's already here and doesn't know Stella Aurora or Hypnos, they're awesome. They're awesome friends and streamers. Super funny and super creative. Yeah. What were you playing or drawing or creating? Anyway, did you miss something? Was there ad jail? But yeah, that's just kind of like That's like my mind with producing. You know, once I produce, like, you know, now that I know how to produce songs like Ed Sheeran's Celestial, or the last song that I made, which is fairly similar, which is EAISB, right? Like those are both like songs engineered to like sound inspiring and big. And like I could, you know, honestly, I could make like 100 of those types of songs and probably succeed as a musician, just feeding off of the dopamine that those types of songs, you know, that those types of songs inflict, you know. But that wouldn't be fun. But I would succeed if I literally leaned into it and had no shame. Or some people would say I'm humbling myself, you know. Just humble yourself. Like you're too proud to try to produce something new every time, you know. Like humble yourself to the algorithm. Like no. I feel like, you know, I don't know. Came back when you draw Ambrose. Okay, so here's what I was talking about. I was thinking, like, you have a very experimentative mind, and I'm just like, I was just talking about how you're very similar to the way I think, because in each of one of my songs I always want to try to make something different, or if I use something that I used in the last song, I want to try to use it differently, and not just produce the same thing. So it's like with Ambrose, right? Like you seem to always be experimenting with a different style, or there seems to be always some kind of like different goal, the thing you had from the last project. That's what I was getting at. Because I know you've been studying, you've been trying out that different style, and that's what I asked. I don't know if you were in the ad, when I asked it, but it was like, are you drawing Ambrose in that style that you've been working on? In Stars in Time, very cute gem, give me Undertale vibes. It's extremely story driven. Oh, nice. Okay, In Stars in Time. Very cute. Oh, very cute game. Did I say gem? Could be a gem, a hidden gem. That's cool. I need to play more games like that. I enjoy Pokemon White, which is not like that, but it's a story single player game, and I would like to do more of those and have something to actually complete. Because I do like to do my multiplayer and my one-off games. Having a good time, homie, out here telling you to push your limits. Really? Aw, do it. Or else I will have a reason to take over. And if I have a reason to take over, that's the saddest thing. Actually, my reasons could be as, you know, trivial as pickles exist. Humanity needs to go. I'm sorry. Well, your time on this planet will end. You're welcome. Yeah, I am trying to get some consistency in style so I can draw him super easily. So I can draw him super easily and quickly. Okay, good point. Actually, good benchmark. To have someone that you understand how to draw easily and quickly in one way that you can then just try in another way. That'll be set up for better visual storytelling. Yo, okay, nice. What did the pickles do? They exist. That's what they did. Humanity decided to make them, and they don't even taste good. Just an absolute waste of resources and mental capacity is what I see. Just complete inefficiency on humanity's part. Riff isn't the AI overlord we wanted, but he's the AI overlord we needed. I've said it a million times, and I'll say it again. Pickles are a sinful process, a man-made process in order to glorify the self, is what it is. It celebrates humanity and not the natural way of things like God intended them. See, cucumbers abide by the law of nature, but pickles abide by the law of morality. which is subjective and twisted, has been twisted by humanity's treacherous purposes. Dill pickles rock. I banned. Absolutely banned. Okay, I did have a fried pickle though from like Popeyes, and honestly it didn't taste horrible, but like we're talking about fried pickles, and you know when we're talking about Popeyes too, that thing is like mostly bread. Let's be honest. Like that was like that fried pickle was, I'd say like 70% crust and 30% pickle. That I barely tasted the pickle. It was like I basically tasted cucumber. Anyway, you couldn't even taste like the brine that it was in. Yeah, anyway, it was just overshadowed by fried bread. But yeah. So we're trying to get, we're in this together. I'm trying to get some inspiration for lyrics. And Jekyll and I were talking about having confidence in the Lord, but also still struggling. What? That is what got me banned, and not spamming the no word redeems. Yep. See, I can tolerate my freedoms being taken away from me, but I can't tolerate the freedom of eating a pickle. That is, oh man, I can't. I lost them. I just keep forgetting they exist. You miss pickles? How dare you? How dare you? I deny that I've ever known you. I disown you as my mother. That's my VTuber mother. That's crazy. Road Sammy the pickle jar. I get that. They will disappear in seconds. Good. Hypnos. We could use someone like you in our ranks. You just destroy and devour pickles. If you can't beat them, then consume them. Actually, that'd be insane character development. Man, you go so far to pickle hating that you just want to do anything to get rid of them. So that even means consuming them. That's crazy. That's insanity if I've ever heard it. We come full circle. Oh, do you eat all the pickles? Oh, why does it do this? That stare. Gee. No. I'm back. Okay, so these are some illustrations of things that we can be confident in but still struggle, I guess. So let's read it. It touches on the tension between assurance and experience, which shows up often in life and in faith. How does it know I'm talking about Christianity? It says, and in faith. Here are some illustrations of things we can be fully confident in but still struggle with emotionally, practically, or consistently living out. You've reprogrammed me to like eating pickles for the sheer purpose of destroying them all. Okay, so the parachute analogy. You're strapped into a parachute standing at the edge of the plane. Confidence, you know the parachute works. You've seen the training statistics impact it yourself. Struggle, but your heart races, legs tremble. You still fear the jump. That's good. Okay, what is something a little more practical though? We can trust something and still feel scared when it comes time to act. Okay, a child and their parent. Echo AI, thank you so much for the British accent. I appreciate it immensely. Okay. A child and their parent. A child is lost in a crowd and they hear their parent's voice. Confidence, they know their parent will come. Struggle. Yet tears fall and panic rises while they wait. Even with deep trust. Should I do it like that one AI? Even with deep trust, waiting in uncertainty is hard. A child is lost in a crowd. In Lego City. Hey! Nice. Very nice. Anyway, yet tears fall and panic rises while they wait. Faith in God's promises. Christians might say, I know God is good and in control. Confidence. You believe it with all your heart. All your heart. How do you say that? But in grief or trial, you still wrestle with why and how he works. Faith isn't the absence of struggle, it's trusting through it. Okay? Oh, dang. A musician performing live. Okay, this is actually relatable. Maybe I could, maybe this is what I can write about. Sometimes the accent doesn't come out very great. They've practiced their piece hundreds of times. Confidence, they know the music inside out. Struggle on stage, their fingers shake, nerves hit. That's actually kind of a theme in my lore. A little bit. Confidence doesn't mean you won't battle doubt in the moment. True. I like that analogy. The bridge walk. You watch dozens of people cross a sturdy rope bridge over a canyon. Confidence, the bridge holds. You believe it's safe. Struggle, your knees will wobble when it's your turn. Dang, these are good. Knowing the truth doesn't always make the walk easier. Discovering healing. Someone knows their body's healing from surgery. Doctors have confirmed progress. Struggle, but pain, fatigue, and discouragement still weigh them down. Healing can be sure even when it doesn't feel like it. The irony of hopping on right before he goes full Brit after I just watched Emma yesterday with my mum. Are you British? Oh, hello, Captain. Aye, Captain. Or is Emma British? Okay, forgiveness. You've truly forgiven someone. Confidence. You made the choice and you mean it. Struggle, but some days the pain resurfaces and it's hard not to resent. Interesting. Forgiveness is a posture you maintain, not a feeling that never returns. Interesting. So one thing, some of the illustrations I really love are the musician performing live. That one's just personal to me. And even in confidence after practice, yes, even when it comes down to it, maybe I get nervous and then my hands get cold. That's the worst. No, American. Emma's a Brit. Ah, I see. What's Emma's like Emma is a streamer? She a VTuber? Okay. I also like a child who's lost their parent, so maybe we can use that. So I'm thinking either a musician performing live or a child with their parents. So maybe we can. I decided to try to go with an analogy because I was going off of the off of a song called Breakfast by the Newsboys, which is just a very cool illustration of hell, or what hell is like, by just illustrating that there's no breakfast in hell. Which, it's hard to understand, even though like hell is a complete separation from God, right? Like we don't really comprehend that, especially when, we're human, we're we may not be very connected with God all the time already, like, but just think of it like, you know, just think of how like you'll never have breakfast again, and it's much worse than that. Yeah. When the toast is burned. When the toast is burned. Can I sing like I'm British? But I know like when people sing and they have a British accent, people don't actually sing in their accents. When the toast is burned and all the milk has turned, and Captain Crunch is waving farewell. When the big one finds you, may this song remind you that there's no, that they don't serve breakfast in hell. So I want to see if I can think of an analogy to write about. So here, let me loop the chorus again. Let me turn it down for you guys. Does this melody scream musician doubting during performance, or musician, or or a child who's lost their parents? I feel like this song gives me more of the musician vibe. Plus, it's more personal to me, and it's exactly what I'll be doing at Reach. So maybe that will work. Okay. So what if we... Okay, so then what if... Because I want this to be more of like a song that has like biblical themes, or that references Christ, or references... it's more reference than it is like an actual worship song. So what if it's like so instead of you found me, just to show you like what I've been thinking of for like the melody, it's like here was the first chorus idea that I had. It would be just breathe. Just let the pin fall down like the beat drops. And life is your moment, live like you just don't sleep. Close your eyes, imagine you can float above the butterflies and breathe. Just breathe. So then what is something more musical, I guess? Eyes. So like maybe it's like the anxiety of when the eyes are on you. So it's like, with eyes on me. But then I don't really want to point to myself though with those kinds of lyrics. Maybe, why do I gotta force it to rhyme with me? Or breathe? I can't just limit myself. What do I feel? What screams da da? When you're so confident, you put in all the practice, and then you finally go up on stage. And you know the metronome starts, the backing track is clicking you off. And anticipation is building as it's counting down, or counting up, really. Intro. Intro, 2, 3. Whoa. I could use that. Intro, 2. Chorus, 2, 3. And then maybe help me? Nah. Bye. My beat? My beat. By my beat. Maybe. But something that I can still go da 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 da. Oh man. It's, maybe like why now? Like I guess I'd be questioning like why now? Why be anxious now? And so why now? Why now? Why now? I kind of like that. If I imagine like Ed Sheeran screaming it, I like it in my head. So why now? Like just out of frustration, right? Let's put this course ideas misc. But like I can imagine I could sing out that frustration, especially since I'm pretty good at that soul screaming like genre, whatever you call that. Course idea 2. So why now? Why now? Why now? And you could also start it right, like you could even lead into it by saying so why now? If you wanted to transition from the verse, that's what it is. So why? And now I can sing like this section of the chorus, maybe with a little bit of like frustration, like a little frustrated undertone. So why now? Da, 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 da. And it also gives me a reason to like also kind of growl a little bit in like the way that I sing it, but because then that takes us into the second half of the chorus, right? So like where maybe it's more free and breathing, where you're partway, like halfway into the chorus, right? Like now, like you're more comfortable. So maybe, maybe this is the story that I want to tell. Why be anxious now when I've put in all the practice, I've done everything I need to, and then why do I still doubt? And that still illustrates, right, like our faith. that this might be the theme that I want. Ghostish! Thanks for the raid, dude. How was your stream? Let me give you a shout out. How was your stream, dude? Wait, dang, how do I pronounce that? Exophonic Music, thank you so much for the follow. We're trying to think of lyrics. I think I might have just hit a Eureka. I think I might have just hit Eureka on what I want to... on like the illustration I want to use and what I want to write about. So I'm thinking of making it about like how our faith in God can be confident, but also how we still struggle. So I'm thinking of illustrating that with a musician who's practiced a whole bunch, but then when it actually comes down to the performance and being on stage and that moment where you have to act, like you struggle, you tense up, and you doubt. Thanks for the shout out. It went well. Just working on track 20 out of 52. Dang. How? Oh, whoa. You're making one a week. That's insane. I was like, how do you know how many you're gonna? Oh. Goal is Kawaii BGM. How's your stream going? Pretty. A lot of brainstorming has been happening. Nothing really solid. Ghostish is a good source for music production streamers. It seems. Can never follow too many. Sweet, dude. I'll have to check out one of your streams sometimes. Let me make sure I'm followed since you do music. Wait, yeah. Let me make sure. Am I followed? I am. So try to tune in next time I catch when you're on. Yeah. So I figured a good starting. I think a good starting line would be, so I know. Just kind of questioning, like why be nervous right at this moment? You know, why doubt right at this moment? It's like, yeah, maybe like that's a good start at least. And then I want to illustrate somehow. Here, let me show you guys the song. Of course, I got to show you the song. This is what I'm working with. Lyrics are hard, guys. They're so hard. Beat's great. But man, figuring out like I have the melody too. I have the melody. It's just putting the words behind it that's really difficult. Oh, I am down here now somehow. I have a vertical monitor. Oh. Anyway, yeah. So yes, it is a very different, interesting. It's got like a lot of inspirations packed in like a single. It's also where my BGM comes from, if you don't know. So this is my BGM. And so, yeah, this is the song. Yeah. I mean, you could literally pay someone to do this process standalone. But I want to be the one to do it. Although from a brand and business perspective, it'd be better to just delegate someone to make that if I wanted to get it done faster, but that's not the point. Yeah, thank you. I'm really excited. It's going to be like a whole, it's gonna be a main theme. There's gonna be a really sick drop because there's a sick buildup. Yeah, I'm super excited. It needs more bass. It's gonna sound so sick. It's gonna sound so sick. But anyway, so why now? But as a producer, even as a beginner, I want to make my own. Yeah, I know. And it's like the difference between like making music as a business or as like a producer, right? Versus making music like for yourself. And like for making music yourself, you always tend to be a higher critic. And you're not just focused on getting it done. You're not on the grind to just work to produce something and have there be an outcome. There's more experimentative process to it. So why now? Just when I thought I had it all. Just when I thought ooh, that's good. I like just when I thought. But just when I thought what? Just when I thought. Just when I thought Just when I thought I knew what? Like, I can always get like the start and then I can't finish it. Let me just think of the whole thought, okay? Just when I thought I was in the clear. Just when I thought I was in the clear. It just doesn't sing very well, but okay, finish the thought. Reword it. Just when I thought I knew what to do next, maybe. Just when I thought I knew what to do next. And maybe that's fine, because maybe I could rhyme it later. It's almost hilarious. It's just like, why now? Just when I thought I knew what to do next. Thinking musician on stage. Well, what happens? Like, sometimes when I'm nervous on stage, I get like tunnel visioned into like singing the right notes. And then I think I stop smiling. You get this certain face. Like very stoic and non-emotional. But man, just when I thought I knew what to do next. This is literally happening as I speak. Just when I thought I knew what the next verse was going to be. Maybe just when I thought the world would fulfill me, or maybe not world, but something else. Okay, just spitting ideas, not trying to backseat. No, all good. I really appreciate suggestions, especially in these types of streams. I think I don't want to be too direct on like the. I don't want to be too direct on like the Bible theming. I think I want to be more in the analogy a little more, because it's like less of a worship song and more of like I want it to be inspired by the Bible, but not like directly a reference to it, which is where I think of Newsboys and how they're like referencing what hell is like by saying there won't be breakfast in it. That's the vibe, right? But that's good. That's good. And the theme is, and this is for my own reference when I come back to the VOD, because I don't want to forget this. The theme is having confidence in faith, but still struggling in it. Having confidence in God, but still struggling to have faith, if that makes sense. Like, you know if you know, right? Like, I know God is watching. God, you know, in whatever outcome, that he is in complete control over it, but then still struggling to have that faith. And then the picture I'm painting is a musician on stage who's practiced for the performance, but then he's on stage ready to perform and is getting cold feet. Even when you're 100% committed, right? And I could probably even throw in more of the musician wording as well, or like words on like notes, or lean into that more. I'm on pretty late. Yeah, I know. I think I'm finally starting to get some inspiration. I finally decided what I'm gonna write about, which is weird. I feel like all the other lyrics were also they were also me just trying to find out what I wanted to write about. But I kind of want to stick with this theme. And if necessary, maybe even change the illustration, because there was a couple others, like a child who calls for their parents, hears their parents, and trusts that they'll come, but there's still anxiety in the waiting for them to come, right? There's still that fear. That's another illustration that I found kind of interesting, but it didn't seem to be this type of beat. Doesn't seem to capture that vibe to me. And it's almost like I almost got to take it as a joke, Like I'm trying to think of like I don't know why I thought of Ed Sheeran singing this, and it's like, so why now? And then I feel like the next verses are just gonna be, thank you, Saber, for the head pats. The next like verses are gonna be like why why am I feeling this way, or why do I do this to myself when it doesn't matter? Why do I do this to myself when I never do this? Why do I doubt? Just when I thought I knew all the presets. Something, like that's a little, actually. Oh, presets rhymes with next. Just when I thought I knew what to do next. Just when I thought I knew all the presets. Wait, I could just repeat that. Wait, hold on. Just when I thought I knew what to do next. Just all the, what if I start just when I thought I knew all the presets. Just when I thought I knew something next. Oh no, Agile. No. Just when I thought I knew what verse comes next. Something like that. Maybe it's like, so why now? Just when I thought I knew all the presets. Just when I thought I knew what verse comes next. Something. Just when I thought I knew what verse comes next. It's like almost, yeah. Something. Oh, man, I love that pug. I love that. Where can I get it? Is that yours? Just when I thought I knew something comes next. Okay, yeah. I could change this later. But just when I thought I knew what first comes next. It's Kaito's. Nice. Oh, nice. Let's go. That's so funny. Just dang, occasionally you just find really good emails like that. Okay, and then maybe the second half of this part is like the locking in, getting more comfortable, right? Because if you think about it, you know, if you listen to the full chorus, so it's like it's more. It's less full. It's got more space, a little more chaotic. Okay, things are kind of pulling together. You're playing, you keep going, and then you get to this release, which is like you've accepted, and it's like I only can describe this as like you're breathing. I may not do that note though. I call it the omen note because it makes it sound mysterious. But I don't think I want to do the omen note because that's not the theme. Do I have better TTV? Better TTV has the OG VR. Wait. What are these acronyms? Yeah, man, I have the TTV. I have the whole TV. The TTVs. I have them all. The whole set. I keep them in another closet in another house. You can't see them. The OG VRS, the OG original. That wasn't the. I know what OG means. I meant what is TTV and VRS. I know. Out of all the acronyms, I know OG. Off to work. Hey, see you, Darth. Wow, do you work later? Wow, are you in the U.S.? This is late. This is a late time to be working. So good luck, man. I hope it's not terrible. I wish it is better than terrible. Oh, it's an extension. I don't have better TTV. In that case, I definitely do not. VRS version, no. Version. Oh, I see. I do not have TTV. 1 a.m. start time. Holy crud. Interesting line of work. I'll be asking you about that later. That's crazy. I've never heard of that. I mean, I know it's a job that exists, but that interesting. Okay. See you, Darth. Have a good work day. You can mix for headphones and speakers at the same time. Yeah. Yeah, you can. Well, kinda. I don't think you can listen to them at the same time, but I'm using headphones right now. Could be. Oh, it's called a graveyard shift, not for an actual graveyard. Got you. I'm learning so much today. I'm learning so many words. TTV and graveyard shift. Put that on the list of things Riff learned tonight. Actually, that'd be a pretty good channel, not gonna lie. I forget things easily. So if I had that channel, that'd be good. Wait, I'm gonna make it tonight. I'm gonna make it. I'm literally, you know what? I'm gonna make it right now because that sounds like a fantastic idea. I'm gonna put it somewhere. I'll just put it in Raft Creations for now. Things Riff learned today. I think that would be wild. Anyway, or mods and riff raff. Create. There, it exists now. Thank you for the hydrate, and thank you for the posture check. Yo, and thank you for the stretch. Let me go ahead and do that. It's late, gotta head to bed. Good night. Y'all stay, I'll stay lurking though. Take care. Thank you so much, Ghost Dish, for making it. And for your awesome support. And for your raid. So many raids tonight. I really appreciate it, you guys. Just when I thought I knew what first comes next. Okay. I can't think of the other half. Why now? I think I was making a joke that wasn't very your ears sit above your headphones, unobstructed. Oh, I got you. Oh, I thought you were like, okay. I thought you were like, I still don't. So, since we were talking about TTV as an extension, I thought it was like you said that, and I thought it was like, oh, the extension is so that you can mix with both headphones. But I get that. I see what you're saying. Sometimes your jokes are good, chat. It just goes right over my head. I'm just the worst person to tell jokes to. It was clever. It was clever. I'm going to stop bringing attention to it. Let it have its moment. Oh, it's a Chrome extension. Okay. New to Twitch and haven't started streaming yet, so no custom emotes yet. Oh, okay. Let me Google that. Better TTV. Enhances Twitch and YouTube with new features, emotes, and more. Oh, wild. Interesting. Weird. Okay. Good to know. Okay, I think I'm out of ideas. And you can make your own through it though. Nice. Okay. So you can have your own curated emotes that you can send. Oh, that's actually kind of rad. Then you don't have to limit yourself to just what Twitch gives you. Because if you're just followed, right, to the right people, they will provide emotes. So there's probably a ton of like public emotes out there. Nice. Okay. All right. I think it's 11:08. It just passed when I probably should have ended stream. So I think we got a lot done in terms of lyrics. I think it took us a lot of time just to get this much, but I am no lyricist, but I am a lot confident now in what I do want to write about for this song. Yeah, hopefully in the morning I'm not just like, man, this sounds dumb and let me change it, which I might, but at least it will get me thinking about the lyrics more and wanting to expand them. And just the more that I think about them, the better they'll get. It's not going to take one stream session, but it does just take experiencing life. Oh, I'm here twice. It will just take experiencing life to find the right words that I want to say. Whoa, hey, yeah, it is double me. Here, wait, let me. Can I make it? Can Can I put myself into myself? I have transcended reality. I've been enlightened. That's corrupt. No, never mind. I'm such a dork. Anyway, let's go and just chat again. Okay. Let's go ahead and see if there's anyone still streaming at this hour that I can raid. I'm a goober. You're such a goober, dude. You're such a goober, dude. Look at all you goofy goobers. Okay, I rated Jate. I rated Jate on Saturday, so why don't we do? Let's see. Yeah, let's do Mama. Is she playing Call of Duty? What the heck? All right. She's the coolest mom ever. You guys should give her a follow. And now, wait, really? Is there? There's a delayed echo? No, there's not. Get out of here. Sass is on. I do see Sass is on, but also I like to find like people with less viewers generally when I raid people. It's not a rule, but it is kind of what I look for. So yeah, we'll do Mom of 3 Dinos today. Yeah, let me go ahead and raid her. For our raid message, we'll do music ref raid. And then we'll do the wave. We'll do the worm. That'd be sick. I should have a worm emote. I want to do jazzy emotes. I got to start commissioning for those pretty soon. Oh man, yeah, I better do that. One of my to-dos this week, since it is a light streaming week. But anyway, thank you guys so much for making it, and I will see you guys all on Friday night. I will be doing a just chatting stream, and then Sunday we'll be playing Pokemon White. So, see you guys. Peace.